Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of PPW, that is Professional Pro Wrestling. My chronicle of this independent wrestling league that I own, that is the fastest growing league that exists in this copy of WWE 2K20, and also in your hearts. My special guest today. She is an award-winning cartoonist and publisher, the founder of Diskette Press, and she makes very cool porn, which I don't know if YouTube will let me link in the... I don't know what the rules are, but I'm going to put her Twitter and stuff, and it's on there. But I have with me the wonderful Carta Monir. Carta, hi, how's it going?
Hi, great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you are here. I'm so glad that you are... with us on the show, and I explained a little bit of this to you beforehand, but my wrestling league, it is growing. I've talked to the old timey Carney who helps me book it, and they've let me know that we really need our tag division. There's a lot to be desired in our tag division. I've got a great tag team, and I have one great wrestler who really needs a tag team partner, and
Okay.
you've let me know that you do have someone in mind to maybe
I
help out
do.
with that. That's
I
amazing.
do. Yeah,
I'm
my
super
understanding
excited.
is that he doesn't come in the vanilla copy of the game, and I don't want you to have to pay for the DLC, so let's just
Yeah.
character create him.
I found out
Um,
today that there's weird storyline DLCs that you can purchase for this game. And here's the thing. I bought this game used because I don't want to give any money to Vince McMahon.
right.
And so I'm not going to play these storylines, but there's storylines where one of the wrestlers is a cyberpunk hacker and has
Okay.
to battle a big corporation in the context of like
Of
wrestling.
wrestling. Right.
Yeah. Um the
Does
things that
this
oh, go
does
ahead.
this year have like create your own story? That was a feature in previous years that I thought was really funny.
So you can play the like my career mode in this
But
one.
it doesn't let you like make your own like cutscenes or whatever.
I don't think you can make your own cutscenes. You can make like we are gonna make an entrance video, and we're gonna make
Right.
an entrance and stuff, but I don't think that they have I don't think they allow you to have that much creative freedom with this.
Right.
It's wild to me how good this game is at making like, hey, do you want to make a full video thing with 3 different layers and an alpha masking? Great. Do you want to play some fun wrestling? You're not allowed to do that though.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
So we are gonna make, and by make I mean I'm gonna learn about this wrestler who does exist already.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this well-known wrestler.
So now,
Okay, well, I mean that's close already, except
okay,
there's one big flaw.
all right. Would
Um,
you care to tell me about this big flaw?
yeah, so the wrestler that we're creating is named Opposite Day,
Okay,
and his whole thing is that he's built upside down.
I
So
see.
his
Sort of
feet
like
are on his hands,
just
and
an
his head is
just an
his
upside down
dick,
man.
and his dick is his face, and his legs are his arms, and his yeah, you get the picture.
There's a lot that you can do with this game, and again, it's wild how much time went into all of these elements and how little went into the actual playing of the wrestling. Okay,
So I'm immediately drawn to the two-tone blue. I think
you
there's
like?
nice contrast
I
there.
feel like that's the best one too. Let's oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so you need to turn it 180 degrees. That's the first move.
That's gonna be in the second part. Is gonna let me do that. How are we feeling about the size of it
Um,
in
hmm.
terms of how the stretch goes?
Would
Do
it
we
make
want
more
like the
sense?
band to be?
Would it make more sense to get rid of those pesky facial features
Oh, we are for sure.
first?
We are for sure gonna do that. I don't know if it'll let me do that. Well, let's try. Let's. All right, put that up there.
Can
I
you put it
guess.
on the side of his face like Sonic the Hedgehog? No one else needs to know, but like maybe we can now.
There's not. So that's sort of.
Can you move
That's
it in towards the center on the corners? But then the eyes is far to the left, I think.
okay. It's sort of. Have you ever watched the video of like someone get hit in the face with a water balloon, but in ultra slow motion?
Yeah. I was thinking that this is like what happens to you
Yeah.
when you're built upside down and your face is your dick and your dick is your face. I'm just hoping for like the turtle withdraw head slider. I really like the effort they put into making the slider sound effects as unpleasant as possible.
Yeah, it's not a good sound. What's bringing me a lot of joy right now is how the neck thickness is considerably more than the head.
It happens.
Yeah. But I like this because it's sort of like there's like a square portion of neck that is sort of like a turtleneck of skin.
Yeah, I mean that effectively is going to be his scrotum, you know.
Okay,
so,
yeah,
it's just
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Since it is going to be the junkus, I think we do want to make the nose wide and big, right? Since it'll be the junk.
I don't know what the height is doing. No, that's too exaggerated. I think it's got to be.
We do strive for realism here. Corner length, right corner height.
Yeah, it sort of has a Clint Eastwood thing going now.
It does kind of look like Clint Eastwood, or like a little bit of a Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis when he was a baby.
I'm pretty sure this is exactly what Bruce Willis looked like as a baby. It's sort of, and this is a stretch, but it does sort of look like Bruce Willis doing a Jack Nicholson impression. That's just the back part.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now we're gonna face photo capture. You're liking this two-tone. It did not.
No!
It undid all of the...
Oh my god!
Wait, can it? Okay.
Oh,
now...
thank God. Can we just paint him blue?
Yeah, we can just take that image and put it on as a face tattoo.
Yeah, very buttocks, because that's his head.
Where it should let us get rid of, so we can, if we wanted to
take off those pesky eyebrows and eyelashes.
No eyebrows.
180 degrees.
There it is.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken, we are going to be able to, so we can change the material that a thing is made out of too. So we can make it out of denim.
Okay, perfect. I want to avoid something with like a collar like that.
Yeah.
Because then it's just his dick poking out. You know, like that's
yeah.
deeply inappropriate.
Now this one's sort of because wrestling is an all ages endeavor. Now this one.
So just imagine him walking on his hands, and if his head is his dick, then we've got a problem here. Right here, he has an item of clothing that is highlighting it, and we don't want that.
We sort of want to hide it. This one's sort of like harem pants.
Again, he's kind of poking out through the fly. Is there like a hooded garment where the hood is also covering the whole face?
You could sort of do like an Assassin's Creed.
Okay. No, you see, that's completely obscene. I kind of like that the simple white hood. He's bulging a little bit, like Calvin Klein style. And
that's fashionable. In terms of the color, are we just going to denim, like a denim?
Yeah, denim. It's just pants, you know. He's just a simple guy. Wow.
Yeah. Oh well, that sort of.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, that sort of covers everything.
Yeah, that's it. Sort of... Make it the same color.
Okay. Just want to see what it would.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like. But now there's skin on there, you see.
Well, so that one we can sort of tuck.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I mean? And it's upside down. So now.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, that's great. All right. Yeah.
And that even sort of gets the waistband right where we want it.
That's perfect. That's why you're on this video, for innovation.
Bottoms. It really should be labeled
And ideally,
tops.
here we want something that has a completely open crotch.
Now, okay. I'm predicting a difficulty or two with that desire.
There's no.
We got
chaps.
the opposite of what you wanted.
Yeah, no, that's the opposite. There's no chaps or anything.
I just genuinely like that.
I like
unrelated
that.
To
yeah,
this
that's
character.
a good option. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot is happening.
Yeah. Well, here's the one that gets me. Like this one versus this one. Like, I understand that they are technically different, but like, probably didn't need both of those in here.
Probably not. I guess let's go with like the very simple tights or something. That will give us a canvas, and then we can put accessories on top of it.
Okay.
Like, can we give him something that would sit where his, in this game's limited mind, the crotch is?
Let's see. And in terms of the material of this shirt?
I mean, does it actually change the physics in any way?
It doesn't change the physics, it just changes what the shirt looks like. I did get you is this man.
Uh-huh.
I got you this one also. Sort of got a nice smile. And then just in case, I did bring you voice acting darling John DiMaggio.
Let's do that first top left guy.
Yeah.
The color scheme a little bit. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. This is and it's sort of like a very fashion forward, super high waisted pants, which is nice.
Yeah.
Just like the wiggle. How do we feel about the head size on there?
Make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really, and it really does sort of like this is a collar.
Yeah.
Sort of
that works okay.
Like a Dracula collar.
Underneath.
You like the white? All right.
Yeah.
Anything for these little stripes?
No.
Okay. First material.
Cloth.
All right. Just sort of a regular cloth shirt.
Yeah, there he is. He's just on his way to class.
And he gets in a wrestling match. All right. Okay. I did get some hand images for you if you wanted to see what that does look like if we put...
Yeah, sure. If you want to give him a foot tattoo that looks like a hand. Yeah, that's great. Honestly, that's great. Good job.
I don't know why it turns like that. I'm not turning it. I'm trying to move it slightly. Like a little bit. Okay, that's not... and you just think about how much easier it would have been if this game was like, we make an upside down man. And we just had the settings in there already.
It should just be an option. Okay, that looks perfect.
That looks really good.
Hole in one.
Okay. I just want to make sure he's got like a lot of cool stuff going on, and I just want to just hear me out on this one. Just like just to let everybody know.
Okay, yeah. That he's the same right side up and upside down.
He's cool and he parties.
That's the universal side of being the same right side up and Joker Man font? Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that's a SpongeBob. Maybe one with less going on.
Yeah.
And then just sort of...
It needs to be black.
Okay, yeah.
Just for contrast. Again, tastefulness.
Yeah, and it is sort of like, it does make this sort of theatrical production rules where like if it is something all in black, you can't actually see it, so it's probably... Okay, let's see. I think that one.
Okay, turn it upside down, just have it poking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Is that exactly what you had in mind when you pitched this?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind.
That's just sort of like, it's like your vision
come to
life.
Tuck it in a tiny bit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. Really good. Now are you going to let me just copy that same shit? Oh, well.
Oh, fuck yeah. Look at that.
That's less work that we have to do.
Look at the game. The game was so handy. Now, I have something very important to talk to you about.
Okay.
He has a cloth on his covering what the game thinks is his butt.
Yes. Yeah.
What if that showed the back of his head?
That would be really good. I'm going to have to find that, but I agree that it's worth it. Back of head PNG. It's what I've just put into Google. What's the back? What kind of hair were you thinking about for her?
Gray.
For opposite
Gray.
Day? Okay, gray hair. I love Pixlr very much.
I'm always on Pixlr.com, the internet's home for fish food and images of the back of men's heads.
It's just a free to use Photoshop that does all the Photoshop stuff if you don't have Photoshop.
Oh.
And it's pretty good. It's like pretty detailed for what you can do for free. Now, it sounds like I'm concentrating because I am using the erase tool to erase around this man's head so that it will just be a blank PNG. What I like is you can sort of see the other one through the front of.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah. No, I mean that's.
You just created him to specification. Like, that's exactly what he looks like when he's on TV wrestling.
When he's wrestling on the hit television show, Time to Wrestle. Okay. Now, anything else in terms of this outfit?
No, I want to see him walk.
Okay. Well, okay. So first, before that, I have to. So this is what he wrestles in. Now, is there anything that changes on his outfit when he's like coming down the ramp before he starts wrestling?
Yes. The picture of a man's face is wearing sunglasses.
Okay, I'm curious. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. We gotta find sunglasses PNG.
Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes.
Okay, I don't know why it's.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't fucking matter. No, widen it up.
Okay.
Yep. Nope, too wide. You're breaking my immersion here. Yeah, there we go.
You like that?
I love it. He looks like a child wearing his dad's sunglasses.
I mean, that is
that's a cool guy.
really
straight
cool.
To the ring.
I also like that the zipper's open and he's just got his boxies out. And it's just a thing that we've all got to accept. All right. Anything else that changes, or is the only change just taking them shades off? All right. Information. There we go.
Perfect.
Now, do we want for his social media accounts? Do we want that to say anything different?
I think he's at the opposite way. He thinks that's like a pretty funny thing to do.
Opposite.
OAY, capital O.
Oh, nice.
Do they have? Can we get like backwards David?
I'll find out. Doesn't look like we got backwards.
What about?
Let me see if they got reverse.
Yeah, that would be good. Oh, I saw the unpredictable.
Okay. That would be under you.
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable or the unpredictable?
I would say unpredictable.
Okay.
And then if Day isn't an option, then Dave.
Okay. Oh.
Day. Unpredictable Day. There we go.
Now, is there... I do have to see if opposite... No. Unpredictable Day is pretty good, though.
Yeah, Unpredictable Day.
You think the crowd cheers or boos him more?
I think they cheer him. I mean, he's just doing something they've never seen before.
Okay, and I would say he's very proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is he respectful?
Very respectful.
Okay.
He's perseverant.
Okay.
He's loyal.
Okay.
He's very cowardly.
Okay. Extremely cowardly.
But then very disciplined.
Very disciplined. Okay. Where is Opposite Day from?
I think seasonal residences.
All right. From seasonal residences. Crowd signs. Right. Now, this is the shitty one where you can't upload your own things.
Okay, surely... I do like what. I like the idea of there being a lot of signs that say what?
Yeah.
Can I see just a few other options?
Yeah. Party. To let people know that it's a party now. A rich history is pretty good too.
That's I like that, like, tradition rules. A new breed. I mean, that is just correct.
Yeah.
What are the other options? Then there's a Snickers one. I think we got to put that in. Give us a finisher move that satisfies. Snickers.
And what's nice is that I feel like this, if this YouTube series is going to go for a sponsorship attributes. Okay, so this is where we get into sort of the nitty gritty.
Oh, he's very weird. Everything 0. He's not. He sucks. I mean, like, his whole, like, I don't think he's a very good wrestler. He's just a guy who walks on his hands. Like, that's kind of his thing.
That's a cool power, though. I feel like, here's what I will say.
You feel like his arm power maybe is a little higher?
I feel like his arm power, and I also just feel like his stamina and strength are up there, because it's very hard to walk on your hands for...
Sure, his momentum is not great. Way down. Yeah.
Agility pretty low. Movement speed, it's not amazing either. Strike speed, let's do that. Because when you're striking with your hand feet, I feel like people aren't going to see that coming.
What is chain wrestling?
Chain wrestling just refers to, like, a type of wrestling that they can do.
It's not like, it does not involve a chain.
It doesn't involve a chain, unfortunately. And then
because I would not trust this guy to climb a chain.
Or to wield one with any sort of good effect.
Was that one a bunch of hands at the top there? Just a whole lot of hands?
It's a lot of hands and a dove.
Leave that dove alone.
Well, they can't get it. They try. They do try to
I think that's good. That's good. Because he walks on those. Can you turn it upside down?
I don't think that I can.
I think this is it. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, all right. This one to start is really good.
We're gonna just turn off all the sound and the lights. No sound, no lights.
Oh yeah, no, we can for sure do that. Edit menu.
Here's the thing, I don't care.
Okay, well, perfect.
Anyone watching this knows what we're going for, and they'll see it. They'll see it because they know.
All right. I think a bionic.
His real knees or his birth knees?
His birth knees. So yeah, you know what I mean? As like or we could do the bionic elbow.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then we'll just So we have very recently introduced our tag team championships. Got a couple of very good tag team belts called the Fool Us Championships. And we have a new tag team in the company that is sort of the early favorites. People are really counting on them to win, but we do have a wrestler who's had some personal beef with this tag team in the past and really wants to challenge them for the titles, but needs a tag team partner. And Opposite Day, I think, really is perfect. So we're gonna set that matchup. It's gonna be a 2-on-2. We're gonna do a tornado tag. What that means is both wrestlers will be in the ring that way. Although we could do so. I'll actually give you the option. Tornado tag is going to have all 4 wrestlers in the ring at the same time beating on each other, and then the other kind is going to be 2 in the ring at a time, and they got to tag in and out to get in and out of the ring.
I think tornado tag because I just want to see the maximum carnage.
I agree with you entirely. So we're gonna bring in Opposite Day, number 1.
Oh, I can't wait to find out who Opposite Day's partner is.
It is going to be Skimbleshanks, the railway cat.
The railway cat? The cat of the railway train?
Yeah. And the tag team Opposite Day who's going to be facing is going to be... It's a dastardly couple of cats called Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser. You may have heard of some of their crimes before.
I've heard of many of their crimes. I honestly, I'm not feeling... like Opposite Day is going to fare very well in this Battle of the Champions. Also, just looking at the stats numbers.
Yeah,
like
well,
Opposite Day has about 10. Less.
So that was a design decision on your part, if you recall.
That's true.
This game does have a big head mode.
No, that would be obscene. And then we've designed, that would be completely inappropriate.
And the championship in question here is going to be the Fool Us Championship.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop in. Now, I know you're joining us through the magic of technology.
I am. I'm here by satellite.
Here by satellite. If I had the time to edit in, actually, you know what? I'll probably make a screen for future episodes where I can look like a TV screen around it.
Like a TV screen sitting on the desk. I like that.
Yeah. And now the match can finally begin. The technical, yeah.
One of those famous matches it's like war spelled backwards.
Well, so now coming to the ring first is going to be the Railway Cat, and
wow,
he's looking pretty good in terms of, this is going to be his debut at PPW.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to make a splash, and I think, this is sort of a classic underdog story. I'll let the announcer sort of do his thing. It is for the Classic Action Championship.
From the wasteland, weighing in
wow.
at 220 pounds, Skinner Sparks.
Skinner Sparks is as close as I could get the video game to say. The announcer probably just sort of had a brain whoops here, like a little thought hiccup then, because this is very clearly Skimble Shanks, the Railway Cat.
Skinner Sparks, the wrestling man, the man of the wrestling ring.
It's sort of a classic underdog story where, of two wrestlers who haven't really worked together before, are forced to join forces. Yeah, look at that very, very good crowd. And
just turn off all the lights and music real quick.
Yeah. Well, and I think this is a good introduction, and you can see the dove in the hands. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Oh my god, that man is upside down.
Yeah, and you can sort of hear the crowd just sort of like figuring it out.
Oh, good lord. How
They're
are the sunglasses even staying on?
They've picked it. If you want to follow Opposite Day on social media.
He's not the only thing that's crawling, huh? It seems like the frame rate might also.
And from seasonal residences, weighing in at 250 pounds, Unpredictable Day.
I think the canon that I'm just now sort of adding to PPW is that it's not that the wrestlers didn't write down what they wanted to be brought up to. I think our announcer is just bad. I think it's really important, and I'm gonna I'll pull him aside after the match, and I'll have a talk with him about getting the names right.
People with aphasia are people.
Yeah,
and it's important that they have jobs just like everyone else.
What's really cool when you turn the music off is you can hear the bad screeches that are crowd sounds in like just excruciating detail.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I mean, that's even more impressive to be doing that, on all fours in sort of a backwards sense. I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that in that manner if you paid me.
I couldn't do that forwards, much less upside down. Oh, wow.
And the crowd starts to cheer because, they really like... There's
the back of his head. Now, you see, there's the back of his head.
Yeah, that's the back of his head, and that's... I think what's important is a lot of, crowds can sort of relate to this. Like, they've got a back of their head. They know what that's like.
They've got a front and a back, but you see, they're all sitting right side up in their chairs.
Yeah, and that's that's for good reason, because they would sort of have their view obscured by the barrier and the person in front of them if they did try to sit the way that Opposite Day would sit, which is, I think, one of the reasons for his wrestling ability is every time he's attended a wrestling show, he has tried to view it from that way, so he's never even really seen what pro wrestling looks like.
Right. I mean, much like me, his greatest fan, he's never seen what pro wrestling looks like.
And I mean, again, they're real underdogs here, but they're fighting at a disadvantage because they're going to be fighting against a team that has just been working together for a very long time.
They're a notorious couple of cats.
Yeah.
The iconic duo.
They're giant cat paws, and the thing about the giant cat paws is they're so much. You don't want to get hit with those because it's a big clubbing blow.
Did the announcer not say their names? Just the iconic duo.
So yeah, when you make a tag team entrance, they can only be introduced as what they're called. I think they're like Mondo Jerry, and I'll have to look up. I forgot when I made Rumple teasers.
Wow, Opposite Day feels maybe a little bit minimalist compared to these complicated, wonderful outfits.
And I think that's sort of part of it. Is if you get too caught up in the flash of it, I feel like that's going to detract from.
Yeah,
what the wrestling
they say. It's all flash, not enough pan.
Now here's the Fool Us Championships, very prestigious tag titles that are on the line.
That's
on the line for this match. Oh.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you, God.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to.
Honestly, I consider this a comet wiped out the stadium and killed them all, and we don't have to watch the wrestling part, which is fine with me. It's totally fine with me. You see, the thing is,
yes,
I really want to eat dinner, and I've been talking all day from the moment I woke up about getting myself a torta pescado. That's like a torta with fish.
Okay.
And the longer I have to watch this wrestling match, the longer I don't have a torta pescado in front of me or inside of me. Oh, okay. This is new.
Yeah.
There's two belts. That's
because they're the tag team champions.
Value. They should have to wear one belt together.
They should, yeah. Splitting one belt would be pretty cool. Okay,
Opposite Day immediately distracted by what's happening in the other part of the ring. Gets punched in the face. Very relatable. The champion.
So far, yeah, Skimbleshanks came out okay. Opposite Day was immediately fucked up by Mungo Jerry.
Opposite Day standing up, presumably saying, "Ow, why?"
Yeah, Opposite Day was just driven dick first into the mat.
Opposite Day valiantly standing on his hands to continue.
Yeah, to continue fighting. Oh,
just Opposite Day sort of hopping like a grasshopper.
At nothing. I am not actually sure what the game is trying to do. Okay. And I will say this really does speak to the sort of the will and the drive of Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat to be fighting at a disadvantage here. Oh, a nice punch by Opposite Day.
Doing a real good punch. Another punch. Walking around on his hands.
Very quick punch to the back of Rumple Teaser.
Just stretching out his legs a little bit right now.
Yeah, well, when you hold him down, when you sort of hold him down at your sides like that for a long enough time, you do got to stretch him back up every now and then just to not cause permanent damage.
Opposite Day likely causing himself terrible hip strain from what he's doing right now.
And that's the thing is, pro wrestling does take a number of years off your life. I have to imagine that when you wrestle on your hands like this, it takes probably 2 or 3 times the amount of years off your life. I have to.
Opposite Day repeatedly bracing an opponent wrestler on his groin for leverage.
I just kicked right in the arms. That's no fun.
Opposite Day taking a little break.
Yeah, he's sort of chilling out. fully believing in his partner Skimbleshanks. Skimbleshanks, you got this. the
Just
jumping
honestly
elbow
the
to
most
the back.
relatable wrestling performance I have ever seen.
And a cover attempt by Opposite Day broken up by Rumpelteazer. Rumpelteazer goes out of the ring, then back into the ring for some reason.
Once again, taking a bit of a breather.
Thrown, and if you notice, Mungo Jerry did just grab Opposite Day by the junk to toss him.
Once again. Oh, wow, a little junk on junk violence.
This is Mungo Jerry just reacting to a hit that did not actually happen.
It appeared that Opposite Day did phase through another wrestler.
That will happen sometimes. That is a thing. PPW does happen in sort of an alternate dimension where you can phase through. Mungo Jerry just there, stuck through the ropes. Again, there are some clipping issues in this video game.
Opposite Day, I'm very impressed.
Opposite Day is doing a lot better than I expected, given the bad stats that we gave him.
Opposite Day began the match not knowing what wrestling was or why he was there.
Yeah.
Wow. Almost right
suplex.
side up for a moment there.
Big suplex from Opposite Day. Oh. Breaks up
Opposite
the pin.
Day getting distracted. Yeah.
Good teamwork by Opposite Day because, that's making sure that the match doesn't just end. I would say I'm very impressed by the teamwork shown here by Opposite Day and Skimbleshanks.
Opposite Day bringing his feet to his dick in disappointment after that pin did not land.
And I mean, I feel like that's fair. That's a fair response to not being able to get the pin.
It was nice of Opposite Day to sort of wait to see if the pin would land before anything else happened.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't sure. They weren't sure how it was going to go. Oh, good.
Ow, oh, jeez.
Arm drag by Rumpelteazer. And it looks like Skimbleshanks is going to eat. Yeah, big slam from Mungo Jerry.
I've been saying it this whole match, and I'm going to continue saying it. Skimble, where is Skimble?
Yeah, Skimbleshanks, he's doing his best, but I would say I'm seeing a lot more just cohesion, a lot more teamwork from Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer, and that's sort of what we expected from the beginning. And it did look like Opposite Day ate the pin while everyone else was running around. So, big underdog story. They do come up slightly short, but I think they did leave a pretty good first impression. Whether or not Skimbleshanks and Opposite Day are gonna... These are the highlights, yeah, from the match. In case we want to save any of these and look at them later.
This is a pretty amazing thing to do.
I think, any wrestling match that doesn't end in Opposite Day's death is sort of a victory for Opposite Day, given the dangers.
It is a victory for Opposite Day.
Given the dangers.
His head, look at what his head is doing. That is a shame.
And I do say, there is something sort of dastardly about the way every time someone tries to pin Opposite Day, they do sort of push his dick straight into the mat with either an elbow or a hand. That's not really sporting or good.
That's no good.
And I don't mean to take anything away from our new tag team champions, Rumpelteazer and Mungo Jerry. They fought a good match. They did earn the Penn and Teller Fool Us championships, and really sort of left a mark on this whole division.
Wow.
I think.
All I can really take away from this is that one of those signs in the audience did mention Snickers, and
there was a big Snickers sign that I think that's the thing that a lot of people are going to take home to live in their hearts when they're thinking about this match in days to come. Carta, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. For watchers at home, I'm gonna be putting a link to all the places you can find Carta on the internet that don't violate any sort of YouTube terms of service. I'll look into that. But
I'll say it out loud because they can censor my speech. Onlyfans.com/Carta. If you watched this erotic episode of wrestling and thought I'd like to see her in the buff, then let's just say that I've got a little bit of what Opposite Day's got going on, if you know what I mean.
There's a lot of walking on your hands.
Not that part.
But I'm also going to put a link to Carta's Twitter and I guess the Diskette Press website, whatever you want me to put down there.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, Carta, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. And to everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And from the members of our roster you've seen so far, let us know who you'd like to see probably decimate Opposite Day in another match.
All right, thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks for tuning into PPW. Always remember that stands for Pet Pass Wussy.
It does. That is what it stands for.